All right, here is a utility maximizing question where they give you the quantity of two different products and the margin utility associated with the different consumption of those quantities. This question comes from 2012, question 2. AI asks you what's the total utility from buying or consuming 3 cars. Now to figure that out, you got to understand the actual chart. 3 toy cars, the margin utility of the third one is 6, the margin utility of the second one is 8 and 10. If you add all that up, you're going to get the total utilities. So 6 plus 8 plus 10 gives you a grand total of 24 utils, or units of satisfaction. Now, for the next one, to figure out the utility maximizing combo, what you need to figure out is something called margin utility per dollar. Margin utility per dollar is adjusting the margin utilities that's given to you by dividing it by the price, and that puts them in like terms, so you can figure out which ones you should buy first. So the margin utility per dollar is the margin utility divided by the price of that product. And the question told you the price of bagels is $2. So the margin utility per dollar for the first one is 4, next one 3.5, 3, 2.5, 2, and 1.5. This is the margin utility divided by the price. Now over here, the margin utility per dollar spent for toy cars is different because the price is $1. The margin utility per dollar is just the same as the margin utility, 4, 3, and 2. Now they're in like terms and we can figure out which one to buy first with the $11 this question gives us. It says, this person has $11, what's the right combination that would maximize their total utility? Well, the first thing they buy is the one that gives the most utility per dollar. They buy the very first toy car. They buy the second toy car and the third one, and they spent so far $1, $2, $3. They still have more money left. So they'll buy this one, and they'll also now start buying the very first bagel. That gives you the most utility per dollar. So that's $1, 2, 3, 4, $5, $6 spent. They can keep buying some more. The next one they'll buy is this, and then this one, and that one gives you $1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and $11 spent. That's the right combination. The right answer is 3 bagels and 5 toy cars. Now for an explanation, you would say you bought the margin utility per dollar spent for bagels till they equal the margin utility per dollar spent for toy cars. Until they equal each other, that's when you maximize your utility. Or even simpler than that, just say you purchased the one that gives you the most utility per dollar until you ran out of money. Now the next question focuses on the demand for bagels. It says if the price goes up for wheat, how does it affect the demand for bagels? The answer is nothing. There'll be no change. If the price of wheat goes up, that's going to cause the supply to change, but that won't affect the demand at all. Next question said this person has a negative 0.2 income elasticity coefficient for bagels. So what does that mean? Does it mean it's a normal good, inferior good, substitute, or complement? The answer is it is inferior. A negative income elasticity coefficient means that when the income goes up, the demand actually falls, or when income goes down, demand goes up. Either way, it's an inferior good. Now this last question is the one that most students did not get. It's asking you for the cross-price elasticity coefficient given the numbers that it gives you in the question. Now the equation for this coefficient is the percent change in quantity of some product A divided by the percent change in the price of some other product B. Now if this pops in a positive number or a negative number, it tells you if it's a substitute or a complement. That's the idea of cross-price elasticity. Now in this question they said there's a 10% change in price that led to a 4% change in quantity. Now the question tells you that that 10% increase in price led to a decrease in the quantity of the other product. So the cross-price elasticity coefficient in this situation is negative 0.4. That was the right answer. Now this free response was out of 6 points. Add them all up, see how you did, and try the next free response.